Ta-da-da. I'm so New York, it's not funny. But let's see. Let's see if it works. Because as I was showering, I noticed that it was peeling off. And so I figured, hey, let me help it peel off faster with the good old MetroCard. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can make this closer. Yo, it's working. Look at all this coming off. Is there anything the MetroCard can't do? Well, we know it can't get cheaper. The interviews are fair like crazy, but hey, it works. Look at that. Look at that little shiny piece left there. Yo. I don't know if this was already done on someone else's channel, but I learned this. I was today years old when I learned you could use the MetroCard to remove your gel polish. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of these nails. And then we're going to put on a nice fresh coat of gel polish coming up. Hey, okay, so I'm back. And my nails are naked. Hold up. Let me see how I put these on. Yeah, it was just looking too plain. So I like a little splash of red. Okay, so yeah, back to nails. So they're nice and gel free with my good old MetroCard. Okay, if you know, you know. Alright, I don't have that, you know, soaking device that people use to remove the gels, and quite frankly, I don't want to wait either. So I was today years old when I found out I could remove my gel polish with my MetroCard. What? Yes. And I probably will continue doing it with my MetroCard. Sorry. If, you know, for the health gurus out there, somebody gonna say it's not healthy to do that. I've been hearing that, you know, back when I was removing my acrylics with my MetroCard. But listen here, I ain't gonna fix what ain't broken. Okay. All right. So next step is to buff it out. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see. Yeah. So there's like these little fragments here. I just want to buff all those out. I also want to do my cuticles. We're gonna do it the Russian style, a Russian manicure I'm seeing everywhere on TikTok. When it's been done, it didn't have a name, but that's what a proper manicure was. When you take out all the cuticles and that gunk and everything out, and then do a fresh, you know, nail polish or whatever. They stopped doing that because apparently it was bad for your cuticles to push your cuticles back. And no, ma'am, we're not doing that today. Sorry, that's Kiki in the background. But anyway, yeah, it used to be a practice, and people stopped saying, you know, that it was bad for your cuticles. So, sorry, yeah, I had to attend to my child. Okay, I'm back. Baby girl needed to be let out so she could go eat. And yes, I called him my child. Okay, I have a fur baby. Okay, and that's helping to keep the baby fever away because your girl is single. Okay, and I have to have a child with the right person. My husband, who God willing will be coming to find me soon, because these dating apps, the streets. Okay, we're just gonna leave that at that. But anyway, back to my nails. So buff it out, shape it up, and then put a nice fresh coat of gel polish. My goal is just to get some length, and it's working so far. I had like little nubs when I first put them on about 2 weeks ago, and I'm happy with the results. I'm getting the length that I wanted, and my nails generally, it does grow pretty well. The issue is it breaks easy. And I've tried applying like nail hardening and stuff like that. Doesn't really work for me. But I find that, you know, applying gel is kind of like a hard helmet for the nails. And I think this is a process that I'll integrate into my routine when it comes to my self-care. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go into demonstrating on how I buff it, shape it up, and then we're going to go ahead and apply the gel. Okay, so we're going to do a little Russian style manicure, which is basically a fresh cleanup of your nails and the cuticle regions. This is a very helpful tool I have. Oh, damn, there's more gel stuff over here. Okay, I think all the remnants is gone now. Okay. Yes, so this tool here is great for cuticle work, excuse me. It has a great grip. This side here is very helpful in pushing the cuticle back, and this is a great this side I use because it's excellent for like picking out like any dirt or anything underneath the nails, and it's also good with lifting the skin on the sides as well. You'll also need what do you call this thing? A buffing board. Okay, a file. And all the links is down below, so you can also follow along with me. I have 100% acetone nail polish remover and my cuticle cutter, which I don't know where the heck did I put it. Hopefully it's close by. No, darn it. Okay, I have to get up. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I found the cuticle cutters. Another great tool that you'll need for this Russian manicure is this jiggy-ma-dig. Okay, the mechanical nail filer. It comes with all these different bits. For the cuticles, we'll be using the more narrow ones, and you'll see how I'll use them shortly. But the first things first is we gotta get to work on these cuticles. All right, let me just clean these up. It's been a while since I used them, and I just want to make sure they're nice and clean. So I have some alcohol here. I'm just gonna wipe it down. Okay, it's good practice, you know. It's good practice just to do that. The cuticles is a very sensitive area. You don't want to nick yourself too, but in case you nick yourself, you want to make sure that the tools that you're using are clean, so that you're not risking putting yourself at risk for infection or bacteria or anything like that. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. First things first, this side, you're gonna push the cuticles back gently, not rough, be gentle. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying before about manicures back in the day, it didn't really have a name. It was just called a manicure, a proper manicure, which is, you know, the work that they did on your cuticles, but now they call them Russian manicures. And I noticed they had stopped doing cuticle work when it came to doing manicures because people were saying that it's not healthy. But it just does a disservice to the customers too, because back when they were doing the cuticle work, your manicures would last much longer. So when you go to the nail salon next time, just ask them for a Russian manicure. I don't know how much extra it costs, or you could do it at home before you go. That's what I usually do, because actually I don't like how everyone does it. Like, I don't like the whole thing to be exposed. Like, no, I just want it to be clean and neat and all the dead skin to be removed. Some places they do extreme where like the whole, you know, section here is like lifted, and I'm not a big fan of that. So I would rather just do it by myself, honestly, unless you have a nail tech that you trust and you've been going to for years. That's not something I have, being that I moved to a new town. I used to live in New York, but unfortunately, it was priced out, and I wanted a change in pace in life. And I'm preparing to buy a home very soon, and so I knew that there was no way I could afford to buy a house in New York. Even if it's for a lower price, it's definitely a fixer upper, and it would probably involve like foundation work or roof work, and that is a lot of money. So on top of getting the house, right, closing costs, putting down for it, then you have to pay for like moving and everything like that, and then furnishing it, making sure you have, that you can afford it in the long term, maintenance and all that. There's a lot of costs that involves in moving, and New York ain't it for me. That is my hometown. I love New York. Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. But I felt like I was just working just to survive rather than living life. And a lot of New Yorkers can relate to this, and a lot of people complain about it. A lot of people have to have 2 jobs, side hustle and everything just to make ends meet. A lot of us have to choose between groceries or paying the insane rents, and that's not even with the student loans to deal with. So there's just a lot of finances, financial issues that comes with living in New York, and it is becoming a place that it's like transforming into an elitist circle, basically. So the communities of people that's been there for years, like my folks, our older folks generation, they came from the Caribbean, and they moved to, areas in Brooklyn and in Queens. New York, the 5 boroughs are made up of immigrants, most of them. The Bronx have a lot of African immigrants, Spanish, Jamaicans everywhere. You can find them in almost all the boroughs, except for, I don't really know much about Staten Island. I can just tell you that right now. We don't claim Staten Island, and Staten Island don't claim us. Okay, so we're just gonna leave it out there. They're just different. Staten Island to me is more like New Jersey. I'm not quite sure how it became a borough. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about Staten Island. Because I can't talk much about it, but it just doesn't feel like New York to me. Yeah. But, hey. Anyway, back to the nails. So now I'm using this side of this device this tool, I should say, to get to the sides as well. You want to separate and lightly lift the skin as well. Look at that. And some of the gel that I didn't get to on the side, you can go ahead and scrape it off with this gently. Okay. Don't lick yourself in the process. Okay. Look at that. So yeah, if you have a nail tech that you trust, definitely you've seen their Russian manicure work. Yeah, go ahead and ask them to do the Russian manicure. To me, you're getting the full service, because it's not just the nail. They would like have the base of the nail over here, and then like a half a week later, it's grown out, and you have to get a refill. To me, it's just ridiculous. When you're doing the cuticle work, they're starting from the cuticle area, so it takes longer for you to get a refill. So to me, that's more stretch for my money. So that's why I am team Russian manicure, as they call it today. So yeah, just want to just lightly dig into the skin here, lightly, and lift it. Okay. Yeah. Look at all this nail that was here before. Look at that. It looks longer. It was just a matter of pushing his cuticles. And I learned how to do this by watching this other YouTuber. I'm gonna put her link below. I don't remember her name at the top of my head, so forgive me, but you will have that information as well. She goes into detail. So I like how she did it. She did close-ups and she had like the, you know, the correct terminology for it. Yeah, we just gonna do, what's it called? The saying quick and dirty. I got that from the older folks I work with at my old job. This lady, she always saying like, oh, instead of calling it shortcuts, she says, oh, you got doing it quick and dirty, which I don't quite. Well, I guess quick and dirty, quick, dirty, but carefully. I guess I'm not going through all that. There's tons of videos. Okay, the difference here is that I'm just giving you a quick way to do it safely, of course, and working with, you know, more limited budget. You know, the girlies out there, which I love and appreciate, because all these things that I've learned is basically through YouTube. I did not learn this from like my mom, and I don't have any sisters, so YouTube was a place for me. That's how I learned a lot of these stuff. But these girlies, they've done made their hundreds, thousands, and their millions, so they're in the luxury zone now. That's a lot of the content you're gonna see them doing, more luxury stuff. And for us girlies that we're still trying to make it and aspiring to be a luxury girly, we have to start from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So this is how I'm doing it. I also, it is a pet peeve for me to see stuff under the nail. I left a date before because the guy had dirt under his nails. To me, that is very disgusting. It just shows that, I don't know, I just feel like hygiene is not the best for that person if they have like stuff under their nails. Yeah, it's just, that's just me, y'all. Because when you're washing your hands, you're also washing under your nails, so right? Like, I know I'm the only one. Okay, so let me wipe that down for that. Look at that. So now we're gonna start introducing the drill bits. Let's go to the next part. Alright, so it's already plugged in. I like this little, the cord. You can stretch it. It's very helpful. I'm gonna go in with one of the smaller drill bits. I don't really know the names of them. I'm sure it's in the little manual. I'm not getting into all that. And we're gonna pop it out right now. But you want to go for a pointy one and a thin one, like this one, and then we're gonna move our way with this. Oh no, actually this one, I like this one better. Well, for now we're gonna use a thin, pointy one, and then we're gonna work our way up to the cylinder one, which is also good. And we're using the lowest settings. Okay, we're not doing anything too extreme. I'm all about starting little bit by little bit and building from there. Okay, I'm not a master at this, but we're just trying to save coins, but at the same time tend to our needs and self-care. We are humans. We're not robots. Okay, so another thing for your device. So you want to go in certain directions with the drill bit. So if you're going this way, you want the drill bit to go the opposite direction. Okay, the same thing when you're doing with your right hand. So for my drill bit, if I go left, it does counterclockwise, and when I go all the way to the right, it goes clockwise. So every device is different. I'll have the link for this below. I can't really give my ratings on the other ones because this is the only one I bought, and it's been with me for years, and I take care of myself too. That's another thing. So when you take care of yourself, they tend to last longer. Okay, so it's almost like brand new. So yeah, so now we're gonna go counterclockwise. Gently now. On this side, this is a little bit, make it slower. The slowest. Okay, this is the slowest it goes. Okay. I was going a little bit too fast for me, and I was like, oh no, honey. Gently, it's like loosely touching the skin. Very loosely. I want to separate from the base, and it's not easy to do that. That's why I just drill bit. The thinnest one is the best way to go about it. Let's have to do it for the sides as well. And for some reason, my thumbs, that's where I get like the hangnails in the corner. So this is really, really excellent to do. Just smooth that out to avoid future rinsing. All up in there. All up in there. But gently. Okay? Acting up a bit. There we go. It made a difference going opposite direction from the drill. Okay. Look at that. Y'all see that? This is what you want to see it. Okay. Well, if you're too reckless and you nick yourself going at the sides of the base, you know, if water gets in there, you can get infections. So that's why we have to be really careful when doing cuticle work. Okay. Wow. I'm getting excited. Be careful. I'm 1,000,000% sure you can also achieve it. Yes, I'm channeling Senku from Dr. Stone. I love anime. So, you will be hearing me make references to anime. And feel free to comment below too. To also say, hey, isn't that so-and-so from that show? I love that. A lot of my friends are into anime. I'm like, well, I'm like the only one who likes anime in my friend group, actually. So yeah, I'm always happy to talk about anime stuff and K-drama stuff too. I recently got my mom to watch One Piece with me, and I'm up to the current episode. Yes. I am a fan. I love One Piece. I'm also current with My Hero Academia. I'm just thinking about this scene with Shoto and Endeavor. Oh my god. If you saw this week's episode, I don't want to, give any spoilers, but there was an awkward moment and I just loved it. I'm like, that is so Shoto. But I have a feeling they're going to get closer because of this. Yeah, so stay tuned, y'all. Alright. See, just gently lifting. You can see the membrane being also pushed out, but also being more defined. Yeah. Over here. At the sides. Yeah. And work your way to the base. Like so. She tries to make it separate. And lightly lift it so they can go ahead and cut it. I mean, it looks really nice. Yeah. Okay. These are my nails. I've done washed my hands and applied oil. I don't have cuticle oil at this very moment, so I'm using baby oil gel or any lotion of your choice. But it just look brand new. Look at this. So I'm about to go get something to eat right now, and then I'll apply my gel polish.